What is up, YouTube? This is T.1 coming at you with another video, and today we're going to talk about Avengers Age of Ultron, which is one of the biggest movies of the year, if not the biggest. I think maybe it's second to Star Wars, but other than that, everyone's pretty excited for this movie. And I gotta say, I don't think it's as good as the first one, but it's still good, alright? And I have to admit, I had unreasonable expectations, I guess, because I was thinking, based on the trailers, this was going to be like The Empire Strikes Back for the first one. It was going to up the stakes and just improve upon the first one. But it doesn't. It does up the stakes in some areas, but in most cases, it's a bit of a retread. But you know what? It's still a damn good retread because the first one was so awesome, and this one is pretty damn good as well. And the biggest positive, in my opinion, is the villain Ultron. It's one of the areas that actually improves over the first one. Ultron, in my opinion, is far better than Loki as a villain for the Avengers. I don't know. Loki was all right. I didn't hate Loki, but I never really got the hype surrounding him. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not a chick that loves Loki. I'm just not. I'm not into Loki. Okay, I never really got the appeal of the character. He's okay, I guess, but nothing really special. Ultron, however, actually is a really good villain, and he's surprisingly funny. Which really caught me off guard because I was thinking he was going to be a really dark Bane from the Dark Knight Rises type villain who was just going to break the Avengers, but really he's got a really sarcastic sense of humor, which was a very pleasant surprise because there were seriously scenes where I was laughing out loud with Ultron, and that was nice to see that villain that's not completely dark. But actually, come to think of it, most of the performances were really good in this. All the Avengers did their jobs perfectly. Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Jeremy Renner, Scarlett Johansson, and Mark Ruffalo were all great in this movie, but I mean they were great in the first one, and they still have really good chemistry in this one as well. Now, the action scenes are once again phenomenal. My personal favorite being Iron Man versus Hulk. That was a badass scene. You saw it in the trailers. Everyone kind of was excited for that. It delivers. All right, that was an awesome scene. And so is the scene where the Avengers face off against the army of Ultron robots. That was really cool as well. Now, one of the things I was a little worried about is the newcomers, because there's some new characters that are introduced in this, and I was especially because I am not the biggest Aaron Taylor Johnson fan. Anyone who knows me knows I'm not really that into his acting, but he was actually perfectly serviceable in this, as was Elizabeth Olsen. But Aaron Taylor Johnson was nowhere near as good as the actor who portrayed Quicksilver in X-Men Days of Future Past. That portrayal was far better, but Aaron Taylor Johnson, he was good. He wasn't great or anything, but he was good. Better than he was in Godzilla. All right, I could say that. And actually, Vision was probably the best newcomer. Paul Bettany was fantastic as Vision. He was just a great performance. I really loved his character. Vision was great. Another thing is the feel of it's still a large movie in scope, which I liked. I like seeing all these. The stakes are high. In my opinion, they're a little higher than the first one, since you're not really sure how they're going to get out of it. It's not like a Phantom Menace style. I mean, granted, the first Avengers was far better than the Phantom Menace, but the way that Chitauri all went out was a little bit too squeaky clean. And while it is pretty squeaky clean in this too, there are some casualties along the way. Spoiler alert: there are people that die in this film. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. And no. I gotta touch on some of the negatives though, because as I said, it isn't as good as the first one. Like I said, it is a great film, but I was about to just end this, but I almost forgot about some of the negatives, which is Hulk and Black Widow came out of nowhere. All right, I was stunned. It was crazy. Like they had no development with this sort of relationship. They were just in love. And I guess there was a little bit with them talking and stuff, but it wasn't really handled well in my opinion. The same goes for the origin of Ultron. He's like in it for one scene and then he's evil. I would have liked to see a lot more development there. And one of the things for me that's negative is that there's sadly a big lack of Nick Fury in this. Like he's barely in it, which is sad to me because I really like Nick Fury and he was a pretty big character in the first one, but in here he's really not all that important. But yeah, those are the negatives. All in all, though, this is a damn good movie and a damn good start to the summer. So I'm going to give Avengers Age of Ultron a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a good movie. Not as good as the first, but still good. So, see you guys next time. This is T Quentin1 signing out.